Hi again everyone, and welcome back to another episode on the amazing map Woodside Farm. So today, as promised, we're going to be doing some harvesting, and I think I'm going to use both combines today. The New Holland and the John Deere. And the two fields I've got in mind are field number 1 and field number 2. These two are next to each other, you'll see there on the right hand side of the map. And there is a bit of overhanging branches in field number 1, I think it is. So we're going to have to cut those back. But I should be able to make a good start with the New Holland while I do that, and then we'll come back with the John Deere and put that into field number 2 probably. I'm not sure if I'm going to put them in the same field or put them one in each field, we'll have to see. But I will be able to sell this grain off immediately. I'll be using the John Deere 6410 with the green Marshall trailer. It's going to be quite tricky to get the John Deere combine out because it's in the yard at the top, and to be honest it was very difficult to get it in there. I'm going to have to use a tractor to tow the header. But the New Holland shouldn't be too bad. Should be able to get there fairly easily without crashing. Now for anyone who wants to know how to use the mirrors, if it's just showing like a grey square where the mirrors should be reflecting, basically you have to have your hardware setting, your profile, on high. And if it's not on high, it basically will turn your mirrors off. Now this means that you do actually have to be able to run the game on high to have this. That is why it turns it off, because it's obviously using more power to run the reflective mirrors. But if your PC or laptop or whatever it is you're running it on is capable of using the mirrors on running on high, that's what you have to do that. Put your hardware profile on very high or high and it should work. That should sort out a lot of those questions, which I get quite a lot. I tend to get the same questions over and over again. I get the same thing on the Sandgrouper farm, like how do you open the gates? Well, basically you have to download the animation map trigger from FSUK or Mod Hoster, and then you can go into game, press O when you get up to the gate and it should open. I have explained it before, but people still seem to repeat the same question. I'm not sure if they just haven't seen that video, or if, I don't know, they just didn't quite understand how to do it. So that is how you do it. But back to Woodside Farm, we're going to be doing a bit more tree pruning in a minute or two. Also, when I do bring the John Deere combine, I'm going to use the follow me mod. The tractor and trailer can follow me then. Hopefully it won't mess up, it shouldn't do. But obviously I'm going to be going quite slow as it is just a combine, a small one at that. It's a surprisingly long way to field number 1. And yes, thank you to everyone who has commented saying you need to get your cows fed. I do. You can see the productivity there is 5%, which is not very good. It shouldn't be too long until I feed them. We of course now have our straw and our hay. We just need to do the silage. I'm just trying to get enough money though, that's why I'm doing this, to be able to afford a forage harvester to do the silage. Now I don't actually have to do the maize harvest if I didn't want to. I could do grass and then turn that into silage. But yeah, I think I've probably done enough grass work for the time being. And when I did the silaging on Sandgrouper farm, it seemed to be quite popular, so I think that's what I'll do. But that will all be in another video. Today we're just going to be trying to make money from these two fields if we can. It might run over into 2 videos this, we will see. They are a lot bigger than they look on the actual mini-map. I got confused before and I thought it was up there, but it turns out the entrance to the field is down here. Down these deep ruts, and hopefully the header won't come off. Can't actually see the header in the mirrors. So yeah, you can see the overhanging branches if you haven't been on this map before. You can just about see them over there. We'll have to sort them out. I will just have to run in the crops briefly. I'm hoping there isn't any actually overhanging into the field itself, just on the margin there, because if there is, the combine's going to get stuck on them. Right then, so I'll just reverse the header out of the way. When we bring the tractor down here, I will put it in a better place. Not actually sure where to put it. Should be okay there. Right then, we are virtually ready to start, and whether or not I should bail it, I don't know. Probably not. Probably shouldn't do. I think that's all good. Oh. Right then, that is that one going. I will go and get the John Deere before I do the tree pruning, because we're going to have to obviously empty this. But this combine here is the other one I want to use. Now, it looks quite easy to get down there, I guess, but it's actually really difficult. I'll probably have to just pause the video and get it through here if I get stuck. So far so good. It was harder to get it in. Oh, I know what it was. When I brought it up, I had the header on the back. That was difficult. Yeah, don't tow the header if you're going to go up there. Right then, I'm going to have the tractor follow me, but I'm going to bring it back again because I need to bring the header for this one, of course. Still want to use that JCB loader. If we were in a field nearer to the yard, we would be bringing it back here, but we do need the money as well. I'll just put that on follow me. Okay, so off we go. I really hope that tractor doesn't get stuck. Can't quite see if it's following. Yep, good. I think this combine's even slower. Or is it a bit quicker? One of them's slower than the other. Anyway, we'll take it down there. Can't start it off quite yet. We'll get the New Holland unloaded, and then I'll bring back the New Holland. Actually, no, I could actually bring another tractor down to have the header trailer. I could do. We will see. So the New Holland's almost full. It's on 89%. Still moving though. That's a bonus. I think I'll come back with the New Holland and we can move the header trailer with that, instead of having to take the trailer off this John Deere. But I think for number 2 is a good one for this one to do, and then I can just sort of alternate between the two, and it also means I won't be waiting as much. I'll be able to just keep driving between 2 fields. But it all will depend on if there's any collisions about, any overhanging branches. I'll just stop here and we'll jump into the John Deere, which has just got stuck. Not sure what it's stuck on. Could be a rut. Right then, off to the New Holland combine, and we will unload that, keep it moving. Yeah, I think it is a good idea not to bale this field. Don't actually need the straw. And I also get quite a few people saying, why don't you use a bigger combine? Well, basically, as you've probably seen now, this map is quite tight, and I did say in, I think it's probably video number 2, I couldn't really have a bigger one, because even in one which is marginally bigger than this New Holland would be pretty difficult to manoeuvre. So it's not that I don't want to have a bigger combine, it's just really I don't think you can on this map. And I'm really quite happy with what we've got. 2 smaller combines, it's pretty good. But at the end of June I'm going to be doing the Hagenstead map, which I have kind of edited. I'm currently still working on it, but I'm going to do it sort of over the course of this year. Stage 1 or phase 1 of my edit is just to put hedges in around every field. It's fairly bleak because there are no hedges at all, which isn't really that good, so I'm adding the hedges in, and then end of June I will do the beginning of series 1, and that will last for probably about 15 episodes. Once I've finished that, I will then go back into Giants Editor and continue my edit, adding new buildings and other features, maybe even mud holes and stuff. I've just realised that combine is actually blocking the way. And then we will continue, we'll pick up where we left off, because we should be able to, with the same save game, and we'll be able to play with the new features. So it's just something I'm going to do whenever I feel like doing a bit more to it. But I am hoping to do the beginning of series 1 at the end of June. So if you like the Hagenstead map, then that is definitely one for you to watch. And my original point, which I'm trying to make here, is that map has obviously got larger fields which would cater to the larger equipment, and in that one I would like to get things like quad track, all the biggest machines basically, because I tend to do maps where you have machines like this, quite small, and there are a number of people who would prefer me to do maps where you can get the larger equipment. So that's what I'm going to do, and I think the Hagenstead map is a good one to do, as it is an original map from FS13, but then I've added my own sort of details to it. So yep, that is going to be the end of June. Keep an eye out for that video, and I think what I'll probably do is put one of these 2 maps temporarily on hold. I'll do that one, and then when the 15 episodes are up, I'll then come back to either Cobra Park Farm or Woodside Farm. I've not decided yet, or I could of course squeeze it in between, but I don't know, there probably won't be enough time in a week to do that. Anyway, we're going to go and get the John Deere header now, so we can start field number 2. And this inspector mod is very handy, because I can see how full the New Holland is, and actually it doesn't look to be filling up. Oh, it is. Good, that means it's not got stuck. Once I've put a big enough headland on that field, I will be able to change the way the combine turns around. You can go up and down the field instead. But first of all, I have got to struggle to get this header out of here, because this is going to be quite difficult. Don't even know if I'm going to be able to get it out of here. It was really difficult getting it in. From the look of it, I'm going to have to reverse it out, because I can't really see it turning around in this small space. This is tricky. This is going to be really difficult, unless actually I might be able to just about turn it around. Now I'm not going to bring it back to this yard, it's just quite hard work. Okay, no, I could not get it out of there, so I've reset them. They'll be at the vehicle respawn point, and we need to quickly get back to the field because the New Holland is virtually full. I'm not going to put that header back up there, it's just impossible. I'll be able to put it in one of the sheds lower down in one of the farms, probably that farm actually, but just in the lower shed where the New Holland goes. But first we will just empty this combine, which is now full. Where is it going? Right, I got that back on track. That's the first thing it's done wrong. I'm not sure what that's about. Probably because it stopped and then it didn't quite understand where it was. Right then. It's now going up and down the field. It's actually almost finished it already. It's probably a bit of a mistake bringing that John Deere. I don't really need it. But we will go and get the header. Right. Finally. We'll put this header on. This combine has virtually finished. I think it's full almost, not quite. We will head over to the other field and hopefully get this one started. But I'm not sure if there's any overhanging branches or not. There may well be. And we will do the headland first, of course. I think I'll just quickly start it up myself. Yep, there are some overhanging branches. That should be okay. If it gets stuck, we'll have to sort that out later. So that one's almost done. Into this tractor. It's missed a few bits over there. I'll just clean them up in a second. I think I'll jump into the New Holland. Small bit there, and those ones over there in the trees. So now it's been harvested, we'll be able to easily prune it all. I'm going to prune that bit there in a second, but the rest will be done probably tomorrow actually, and then we'll have a nice tidy field ready to be drilled. Not sure what it will be drilled with yet. Please give me your suggestions. And that should sort out any problems with the auto combine in the future. Now, is that John Deere on its side, or is it just me? It's like it's in a ditch or something. And I've only just got it going as well. Well, it is. It's driven into a ditch. In that case, I'll do the headland first. Nice that there are ditches though. Always nice to have ditches. Right then. Once I've gone round once, I'm hoping I'll be able to actually put it onto the auto combine. We'll then bring the New Holland in the field as well. One of which I will drive. I'm not sure which one. But we do need to go and empty the trailer. So they'll both be on auto combine when we're doing that. But this should help us financially quite a bit anyway. And we do have everything in storage as well, which we still need to sell. So that would be a good excuse to use the JCB loader. Been waiting to use that for a while. Very mountainous. Not sure if it's quite as hilly as that in Dorset or not. It's probably just there as a boundary for the map, I'm not sure. But there is some good rolling countryside in Dorset. I do like Dorset. Right then, that's where we started. Trying to avoid those trees. So we'll now put it back onto a worker. Please do not mess up. I really hope it doesn't. We need the active side to be correct. Not sure if that's right or not. Yep. Good. So we can now get this one. I know I've been doing a lot of changing machines. Didn't think it'd be quite as tricky as this, but it has turned out to be. I think I probably could have done with just one machine there, one combine. It would have been easier. I might have to use the header trailer to get it through here. Nope. That's good. When the headland has been made a little bigger, I'll be able to start that one off going up and down the field. Meanwhile, this trailer can be emptied. Turn four-wheel drive off. We don't want to chew our tyres up. Right then, the sell point is just up here. I think there's only one on this map. There's a number of storage places, but just the one sell point. Hopefully it's a good price. I'm not too bothered on this map load because we're playing on normal and not hard. I think it's here. Yep. Go and have a drink while we're here. Right then. That reminds me of FS09 and stuff like that, where you sell it to the brewery. Anyway, back to the field. We'll start the New Holland off again. And the John Deere is probably almost due. Our inspector mod there says 69%, so it's not too far. 70%. I think the New Holland combine's got in the way. We're going to get this field done really quickly now. 2 combines on the go. I think I'll leave that one going round for now, and then it can start to go up the other side of the field. Right, back into the tractor. The combine is almost full. And I do need to change that one setting to go down the field again. Quickly do that now. And we want active siders left, I think. We can then go down here. Very green setup today. So there we go. They're both running smoothly. Looking good. The New Holland is driving a lot slower than the John Deere is. Productivity of the sheep and cows is still 5%, but we will sort that out later. It looks like all of this field is going to fit into this trailer. I'm not sure. I don't think this field has been sprayed. The potatoes certainly have. But I can just sit back now and relax and watch our combines bring in the wheat. The New Holland is on 25%, the John Deere is on 50%, so a little bit of time to wait yet. So while those two combines are continuing, we'll make a quick start on this. Take these ones off here. There's one. There's that one there. And again, I think what we'll do is possibly get a chipper or something along those lines to dispose of these. There's another one here. Right, it's looking a little bit better. I think that is all the overhanging ones. They're all on the floor. Yep, they've all been cut. So yeah, we're going to, in the next few episodes, probably bring a skid steer. We're going to have to get a trailer for that. And most likely I'll get some form of chipper. It might not be the one that comes with the game, because that I know is a bit difficult to use. We'll see. And we'll do both of these fields. Dispose of all the overhanging branches. So that'll be a kind of a forestry video, not technically a forestry video, but it will be along those lines. So now they can both compete for this little triangle which is left. Probably easier if I do it myself, to be honest. Now the New Holland's coming in for it. Oh, John Deere is seriously confused. I might as well let the New Holland finish that off. Right, so I'll put these combines away later, and for now they can stay here. I will go and empty the trailer. But yep, tomorrow, or maybe the next day, we will be doing a big clearing up operation here to make sure we can use the auto combine in these fields without having them hit any overhanging trees. It's turned out to be just short of, well, probably about 1.5 trailer loads out of these two fields, which isn't too bad. If it's not been fertilised, then I would expect that. Getting a bit stuck in the ruts there. And two-wheel drive. Right then, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching everyone, hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and you can join me again for more Woodside Farm, same time tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.